Here we go. Welcome all. And yes, welcome all to the second episode, the 2025 AFLW Premiership season, presented by the BJ Show. I'm your host, BJ. Let's get it on the way. What a show we got. Wish you all. So you know all that the AFLW, known for NAB, National Australian Bank, NAB, AFLW season is underway, and games that could be interesting to know that could be anyone to win. And right now I'm going to show you the results. And well done to the Carlton Blues taking their first win, defeated Collingwood 6-9, 45, 23-21. So a 24-point victory there. We had a double Thursday night football, which really interesting though, was West Coast taking a nice win, taking a very nice one, with 5-5-35 to a 20, 15-point victory, 35-20. We come to the next game, which we have one Friday night blockbuster with Sydney Swans versus Richmond Tigers. 8-10-58, Sydney Swans defeated 5-8-38. And then we have some Super Saturday football. Geelong versus North Melbourne. GWS Giants versus Essendon Bombers. And the finish off, Western Bulldogs versus Melbourne Demons. So the first one is Geelong Cats versus North Melbourne, known for the Tasmanian Roos. And the Kangaroos taking a 30-point victory, defeated 8-3-51, 3-3-21. And I went with them. So the teams I went for are all correct. The next one is Essendon and GWS went head-to-head at Canberra. Essendon taking the victory 13-785, 3-11, 29. If Essendon or GWS could have kicked a bit more straighter, that could won the game a bit more. So we come to the next game, which is the Saturday night game. Western Bulldogs versus Melbourne Demons. West Melbourne Demons taking a 9-8-62, defeated 1-8-14, a 48-point victory, the biggest margin for the round. And we come to a really good, one of the best games for the round so far. And it was Hawthorn holding on, and a matter poor performance, 3-11. It's the same score as well GWS Giants scored. It was Hawthorn 4-9-33. Defeated 3-11-29. I went with Brisbane with this one, but Hawthorn a little bit more better on the night. So Adelaide travelled to Melbourne to RESEA Park, which I thought they'll take that win, but St Kilda took a better, more skilled, taking a strong victory. Defeated Adelaide Rose 5-41, defeated 19. So we do come to the final game for the round, and it's Fremantle Dockers 7-4-46, defeated for Adelaide 3-24. So well done to all the winners: Collingwood, West Coast, Richmond, North Melbourne, Essendon Bombers, Melbourne Demons, Hawthorn Hawks, St Kilda Saints, and Fremantle Dockers. We come to round two, and it's all games will be playing on one day. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games on the Saturday, and the finish up with another on the Sunday. So first game we start off with, it's Collingwood and GWS Giants, Victoria Park. Both teams coming off really good defeat losses, and I'm going to say Collingwood down at Victoria Park. I think Collingwood will take the win there. Melbourne Demons take on St Kilda Saints. And both teams came in really nice wins. More for Melbourne taking a very strong win. This game will be playing at Casey Fields in Melbourne, and I think Melbourne just got a slightly victory there. So Melbourne to win. Gold Coast Suns. There's games up people first debut. We've got Sydney Swans as well taking to the Gold Coast Suns. And I think Gold Coast, look, both teams really a good win by Sydney. If I've got that is correct, yeah, down at Northern Sydney, and travel to people's first. And I think I'm really going to say Sydney. I think Sydney has a better doubt and believe in that, and I think I'm going to go with Sydney Swans with that game. We've got Fremantle Dockers take on Brisbane Lions for round two, and this is going to be quite interesting. This game is played at Fremantle Community Bank Oval, and I think both teams one's coming off a very awful game of back kicking, and Fremantle a nice road win over Port Adelaide. Fremantle to take the win. Hawthorn, Carlton, two big winners, especially with Hawthorn. This is played at Kinton Stadium in Frankinson, which is where Hawthorn play their football. And I'm going to say where's Hawthorn with the win. Richmond versus Western Bulldogs, Icon Park. We come into Sunday afternoon. We got the last 4 games to share. Richmond and really coming off a very nice win, and Western Bulldogs a bit of a heavy defeat at home. I'm going with Richmond to be safe. I think they look very much ready to play more football, and here it is, Richmond with the win. We have the Kangaroos and the Port Adelaide down at Arden Street Oval where North Melbourne train their football. Now, Port Adelaide heavy defeat by 22 points with North Melbourne a 30-point win over Geelong in Geelong. North Melbourne to take the win. We head to Windy Hill, Melbourne, where Essendon Bombers play and train their football. They take on West Coast Eagles. West Coast Eagles, good win there, but Essendon think they're slightly better. They look really good, the girls, and Essendon to take the win in the final game, where we all love those on Sunday afternoons. The first home game for the year for the Adelaide Crows and take on Geelong. Both teams coming off losses, very similar margin. This to the Adelaide Crows and more to the Cat at home, where Geelong's travel to Thomas Bum Oval in Adelaide at Ungley Oval for 9-4. Adelaide Crows, as mentioned, first game for the season. Now, I would love to go and choose Geelong Cats for this game, but I think Adelaide should win this game and take it over the line. I think they'll find a way to win, and they always have done ever since Matt Clark has taken over the head coach at the Adelaide Sport Club for those years. So, who I'm going for? I'm going for Collingwood, Melbourne Demons, Sydney Swans, Fremantle Dockers, Carlton Blues, Richmond Tigers with North Melbourne Kangaroos, West Essendon Bombers, and the Adelaide Crows to take the win. Alright, that's all we have for today's show. Stay tuned for those bonus episodes. We're having the Australian Sports Edition show, as well as the Aussie Footy show. Stay tuned for all that, as we're including the AFLW apprenticeship season for the second episode. We also have the 18th episode of the Aussie Footy show, Extra SANFL. We also welcome the 27th episode of the Aussie Footy show, 9-4 BJ Show Footy show, as well Aiden. As well, the 18th episode of the Australian Sport Edition show. Just stay tuned. We've got so much episodes. We've got 9 episodes coming out, all edited, ready to go. All right. Thank you so much. We'll see you all really soon. BJ Show's out. Bye for now. Peace.